Hello and welcome to Woodforge UK. Today this is a quick how-to video, how you maintain and sharpen the chainsaw. A sharpening kit in here. So the round file with the guide, depth gauge and flat file. Now I've already cleaned this the other day, so I didn't want this video to be too long, so I've done the cleaning part first. So slacken the chain off. So I'll hang our chain up here for the moment. So using the depth gauge thing, you notice this bit on the end, this is ideal just to clean out all the rubbish out of the guide bar and the other side. You can see there, even though I gave a bit of a clean, there's still rubbish in there. So we cleaned out the channel because it's really important that the oil can flow around just to keep the chain cool and lubricated. Next thing, you can use your nail or the edge of metal on the guide bar, and what you're feeling for is like a burr on the edges. It's not too bad at the moment. Usually you get it particularly at the nose and at the end of the guide bar. So it's always important have a good vise so you can really lock the tool in here so you can work on it. You'll get much better results. Obviously you can sharpen in the field, you can have one of the nose bar things that pinch that you set onto a log, but workshop sharpening does give better results. But if you don't have a choice, you're going to make the best you can in the field. So looking at these burrs, by putting the file flat, we just take those burrs off. Wherever you notice them. And then to finish them off, just flat on the top. Just watch out for splinters, so sometimes it might be an idea to wear gloves, because metal splinters are nasty. To do the bit on the nose, so do the flat side, as normal, and then to get the burr part, because obviously you've got the bar sprocket. Use a round file, just follow like that, and that just takes off, flattens that burr off there. So, do the other side. Right, now I'm going to work on the chain, get this nice and sharp. Now each time you do a sharpening like this, it's always a good idea to reverse the bar over. So to begin with, it was upside down with the writing, so when I put it back on it's going to be right side up this time. Like so. The whole point of this just helps even out the wear and tear on the guide bar, makes your machine last longer. Now, I haven't tensioned the chain at the moment, I've just put it on so it's firm. And what I like to do, lots of different techniques for Husqvarna or for steel. So I tighten up so I know everything's locked in, and I loosen off. And what we do is I pinch and lift, and you can see we're seeing quite a few of the drive links, so that needs to be tighter. I lift the nose and I just tighten chain tension. and tighten the nuts. Then what I do just to check the chain isn't pinching, obviously use a gloved hand for this. Never do this with bare hands. You make sure you've done one rotation. Again, if we pinch it, you can see that's tighter, so we're only really seeing about 5 of the drive links. That's tight enough. Too tight, it's more wear and tear on the machine, you're going to wear out the guide bar. Too loose, you risk the chain coming off. So the chain's tensioned, I'm going to fully tighten these now. Because if you have these too loose, they can fly off just from the vibration of the machine in use. So we've got 30 degrees, which is the angle we're sharpening this to, because this is a cross-cutting chain. For the rip saw that I use on the Alaska mill, it's the 10 degree. So that line, you want that following the line of the bar. And then your angle of filing, you want it horizontal to the guide bar. So you don't want it tilting like that or like that, because you won't get the correct cut. So about that angle. So happy with our angle. So I'm just going to do 3 strokes, nice and firm, trying to keep that angle accurate. So that's the first 2. So make sure the chain breaks off, and then using the back of the touch, drag it forward. Next one. So we're just focusing on the cutters on this side of the chain. We'll swap round and do this in a minute, the other side. So doing 3 strokes and I'm just testing, yeah, and that feels sharp to me, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so we come back round to the chalk mark. I've now put the chain in the other side so we can do the other side of the cutters. So behind that chalk mark's the exact same thing. Get that angle. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's fine. And just work your way along as normal. Nice and steady. So finish the cutters on that side, we'll come back to the chalk mark. So now we get the depth gauge tool. What we're going to do, so we pin that there, and then with the edge of the file, we're sort of brushing forward. If you can feel any resistance, that means the depth gauge is too high and you need to file it lower down. So obviously I didn't feel anything then, and you can see why there, that gauge is fine. So same again, next tooth. On that one I'm not going to bother doing it, so we can see that's fine. And so on, you work your way down. So if you come across a tooth where it's resisting and it can't get it past, or you just feel it starting to brush, then what you do very carefully, because obviously you've got nice sharpened chisel tooth, you want to blunt that. So the flat file, and we just file flat across on that depth gauge, being careful we don't hit the chisel tooth that we just bothered to resharpen, and also just round it off as best you can. So you can see there, we've rounded that one off. You don't want to file them too low, because they are there for a reason. It just helps stop the chisel from digging into the wood too much, causing the kickback. So you work your way along till all the depth gauges are fine, and then that's your saw ready to go again. I hope you found this video useful. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.